When should you start your railroad retirement? Welcome everyone to another edition of the Highball Advisors Railroad Retirement Whiteboard. My name is John McNamara of Highball Advisors, and today we're going to talk about claiming strategies of when you should start your railroad retirement. But before we start, let me just preface this. This is for, and I have it in red, for railroaders with less than 30 years of service, okay? So this is for those railroaders that are, they're at 62 and they're thinking about retiring. They're not going to have the 30 years of service. So when should they be looking to start their railroad retirement, okay? Because they're about to leave the railroad, or maybe they worked at the railroad earlier and now doing another career after the railroad. So anyway, let's just get into the top 10 reasons, right? To start your railroad retirement before you turn 70, all right? So first one is always health issues, right? I mean, if you're not in great health, just take the money now because you're probably going to need it, right? So health issues always number one, okay? That's a big one. Or even if you have health issues in the family are important. All right. Number two, claiming survivor benefits. So what that means is, let's say you've lost your spouse. You could start your survivor annuity first while your railroad retirement might be growing. So that's something to think about. Or if you've passed, they can start their survivor benefit, railroad retirement survivor annuity while their Social Security grows. So that's something to think about also. But that's a reason, starting the survivor benefits. Number three is to maximize the married couple benefit, all right? So once again, kind of the similar strategy is, hey, we'll start the railroad retirement, collect the spousal annuity. The spouse who has been, maybe had a career, let's say, he or she had a career, and they're going to have a nice Social Security payout later, so they can switch to their own Social Security benefit at 70, so you can start the annuity earlier, right? Because it's important to remember, your spouse can't collect railroad retirement until you start your railroad retirement. All right, very, very important. Number four, deferring taxes on retirement savings, okay? So if you're not going to take money out of like if you take money out of your 401ks, you got to pay taxes on it. So some people don't want to start taking money out and pay taxes, so they'll start their railroad retirement, right, to avoid paying the taxes on there. All right, so number five, preserve inheritance for beneficiaries. Some people say, hey, I don't want to draw down any of my money. I'd like to pass it on as a legacy to my beneficiaries, so I'll start my railroad retirement and live off of that. All right, some people do that. All right, my kids are watching that, and I'm not doing that. All right, the next one is cash flow needs. That's very straightforward, right? I'm retiring. I need some income coming in here. All right, I'm just going to start my railroad retirement. All right, very, very important. Number seven here is to start your railroad retirement before 70. There's no Tier 2 delayed retirement credits. That's very important. So on your Social Security Tier 1, at full retirement age, every year you get an 8% bump in the Tier 1 payout. Very important to remember, there's no delayed retirement credits there on the Tier 2 portion. So if you retired, okay, you might as well take it, because otherwise, you're just basically giving money away if you say, oh, I'll wait from 67 to 70. Yes, your Tier 1 will go up 8% a year, but your Tier 2 is going to be stagnant or frozen from when you left. So that's 3 years that you can't get back. All right, something to think about there on that. So very, very, very rare that I ever would recommend a railroader go past their full retirement age if they've retired with Tier 2 benefits. Number eight, investing for a greater return. So that's something where, hey, I'll take the money, I'll invest it myself. Maybe there's let's give you an example. Maybe there's a rental income property that's generating, 13, 15% returns. I can use some of that money to help fund that. That would be something along those lines. I don't know, you kind of would have to be very specific on that before you, that was a reason. Next one, you might need to fund your private health insurance, right? So that's a big thing before Medicare kicks in, especially if you're retiring and let's say you have a pre-existing condition. You probably want to carry that COBRA because that's going to be the best policy for you. However, COBRA is expensive, so you might, you might want to start your railroad retirement on that. And then the last one, number 10, is retiring in a down market. All right, that's a bad one, right? That's that sequence of return risk. I've done a couple of videos on sequence of return risk. So instead of saying, well, I don't want to sell my assets while the market's down, I'll start my railroad retirement in its place to have that cash flow coming in. So anyway, here's the 10 reasons that I came up with to start your railroad retirement before 70. Feel free to reach out to me. We'll go through some of these things if these come up to you in my boarding for railroad retirement process. If you're at or near retirement, really great stuff to go through. Understand those risks that are going to be coming your way in railroad retirement. Click on the notification bell on the YouTube channel. It's in the bell, bottom left there, or right for you, to get the latest video. Like this video, also share it with other railroaders. Do appreciate that. And until next time, everyone, please stay safe, stay on track, and take care. So long, everybody. Bye.